Hey, it's winning formula time on Vikings Game Plan. Paul Allen, Ron Johnson, and Pete Bercich, and the Chicago Bears in Minneapolis. The home finale Sunday at noon. We already beat the Bears one time, 1913 at Soldier Field. Peter, beating the Bears, how do we get it done?
Well, you look at the Bears and what they've done offensively with Trubisky. They feel like they're finding a rhythm, but really what it is a short passing game, a lot of bootlegs, getting Trubisky out on the edge. Their offensive line does not drop back, pass protect very well at all. So they have to keep Trubisky on the move. They're trying to get the ball, to get the ball out to Robinson, try to get him to make some quick moves and get up the field. It's really run after the catch. So defensively, I think you could take advantage of them in the middle of the field. I think your quarterback is going to have to step up, extend plays for just a little bit longer to get that coverage to break down, and you'll go about it that way. But, not turning the football over, those are big things.
Ron, be nice if we swept those Chicago Bears. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, you look at first the run game. So the Buccaneers had a 3-4, 5-2 over front kind of look. The Vikings pounded and kept it going. Yeah, it wasn't explosive looking for Dalvin, but he got over 100 yards on one of the best run defenses in the NFL. The other thing, I like what Pete said. Kirk Cousins is going to have to find a way to extend plays. One, the play action. It cannot be a stagnant play action 7 yards behind the center. That's what the Bears are looking for. That's what teams have been looking for this year. That's when Kirk Cousins struggles.
I have a Mitchell Trubisky question. He just went for 260 and 3. Like, how seriously do we have to take this?
Well, you need to respect them a little bit. They've got into a rhythm on offense, and it starts with Montgomery. A couple big runs. They started out with a huge 80-yard run against Houston, right? Later on, any type of play action, the bootleg, it's always Trubisky getting outside of the pocket, the timing of all that, and letting him make the decision. Now you have Miller and you have Robinson, two very good receivers, especially Robinson. It's kind of his safety, his outlet. If he's ever going to throw the ball deep, it's going to be a 50-50 ball, out his way. They've run some RPOs, they've run some, option type plays. They have to keep Trubisky on the move. They cannot let him be a drop back quarterback. They're finally getting some rhythm with that. These drives that they're scoring on are 5, 3, 7, 8, 10 yards at a time. It's dink and dunk, chip and all the way up and down the field.
We're looking at Christmas, the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. You have to make him see ghosts. He has to see the Vikings past ghosts. He has to see the blitz, the A-gap, the double buster, the stuff that confuses him. And then they have to stay in some type of cover 2 man shell. What does cover 2 man do? The DBs are allowed to trail. Their backs are to the quarterback. So the RPO does not affect your corners. You play cover 2 man, you let them trail, you keep your linebackers underneath, and then you have to still worry about those tight ends. They haven't done a ton this year, but they, across the middle, they know they don't have Eric Kendricks most likely, so they're going to try to attack that.
In closing with the winning formula, what do we think of Kirk Cousins' performances since Lambeau and through the last 7 games, Pete?
I think I like the way he's playing. I mean, you look at earlier in the season, he's trying to force things, trying to make things happen. He's not doing that and making those mistakes. The interceptions have really fallen off. The touchdowns have continued to come. But I'd like to see a little bit more of a short passing game develop, kind of slow down the pass rush of the other team. But down the field, he's still very, very accurate. And with the receivers that we have, you should be able to get down the field, and he has been.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the first 6 games, Kirk Cousins, 64% completions, 11 touchdowns, and like Pete alluded to, 10 interceptions. He was on a Jameis Winston trajectory early in the season. Well, now what has happened? 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. His passer rating, 114, which is 4th best in that 7-game span. Yep. And so he's the 4th best quarterback there. He's tied for 3rd in touchdowns with 16. And the one thing that I want to see, and I agree with Pete, you got to have a quick game. You got to notice if the cornerbacks are playing 8 yards off, just be able to get up, throw a 3-yard route, and let your receivers like Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson get you some extra yards.
Gentlemen, Vikings Game Day Live, Sunday, Fox 9, 10 o'clock. See you guys there. Pete Bercich, Ron Johnson, I'm Paul Allen. That's Vikings Game Plan. And on behalf of the impeccable second to none Vikings Entertainment Network, thank you very much for watching.